Doing everything we can, we got it all, but we feeling blessed. We always gotta keep it up, ain't nobody stopping us. Together till the end, so fast, catch furious. Corriendo en contra del reloj, sintiendo que nada está a nuestro favor. Unidos en misión, vamos sin temor. Que no se acabe aquí, que no se acabe aquí. Tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo hago para. Una adrenalina adictiva, gracias de que. Unidos en misión, vamos sin temor. Que no se acabe aquí, tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo hago a parar. Una adrenalina adictiva, gracias de que no.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. And it's Baggio. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's got his cross in. That's a decent clearance. James Rodriguez. Sanchez gets across to intercept that. So much time and space here. Roberto Baggio! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
L'équipe de France, après 9 minutes de jeu, le numéro 22.
And with that, the end. And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, the sheer cruelty of it.
France really went looking for it, didn't they? And this was the reward their approach warranted. This was a game which you sensed from very early on that there could only be one winner, and so it turned out. A fantastic performance on all fronts, though.
Uma cantiga presa do vagabundo no chuveiro, incêndio dentro que falhar. De noite pra ela e tiro, só vaqueiro, mara demais, os olhos começam com o meu. Acho que vai me encantar. Uma cantiga presa do vagabundo no chuveiro, incêndio dentro que falhar.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. So what can they make of this? Played out to the right. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Got a shot away! And here's Van Nistelrooy. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. Australia are looking to go forward now. Roberto Baggio. Baggio going face to face with his great right. He's gone for goal! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all!
France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Après 11 minutes de jeu par le numéro 22.
And that ends it! And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, the sheer cruelty of it.
That really was intense stuff, Peter. Just overwhelmed their opponents with their level of intensity and the high tempo of their play. Sure, the winners took many risks along the way, but they were rewarded very handsomely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Mesdames et messieurs, je voudrais vous rappeler de ne fumer que dans les zones indiquées sur le plan principal. Je vous remercie.
So I can show the world all of my feelings. Let them know that frankly I'm a willing. I've been hidden, I've been twisted. I was a mountain builder who gave away all my gold and silver. Maybe I could be a better person. Leave my little rover that I thought for sure was certain. Crying in the night like a big old locomotive. Begging to be seen like a Broadway bullet. Crazy life, a guy divine, like combined love feels right. I found someone who brings me life, a guy divine, like combined love feels right. There were so many nights, moments of pain where I cried, missing someone in my life, save my goodbyes. Like I wanted to learn to make myself someone to love, someone who had way much wrong. Hey.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Quality ball. Oh, he's found him in space! Has a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. France really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So, a breakthrough already. Van Nistelrooy! Loose ball now, and there's a check. Oh, he's been caught on it here! In with a header! He's done very well to get to that.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he cuts out the supply. Bastoni, he won't be happy with that one. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! It's there! 2-0, and in next to no time.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? France really could have done without this. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's had a shot! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score.
Big chance! Sticks it away! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Portugal are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt.
He's got two! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Portugal just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Owen.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. So what can they make of this? And it's Ronaldinho. Van Basten. Now it's Bebeto. Neymar. Neymar carries the ball down the right.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Palmer.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Dixon. Now it's Neymar. France finding their passes. Ronaldinho. That pass isn't the best. He's found a way through.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Bastoni. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! Well, now it's... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he couldn't keep it down.
France are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Ruben Neves. Oh, it's Bebeto. Van Basten. Oh, that's a key interception. De Ligt. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's been given away. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Bebeto is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who is the target now? He's had... Oh, smashing header! And he's heaved it away. And it's Ruben Neves. Palmer. He gets big. He scores! A quite incredible smell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Well, their manager seems to have them...
Climbs up big! And that is high. Dixon.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And De Ligt. Caicedo. Oh, easy pickings there. Bebeto. And here's Van Basten. Look at the space here. Caicedo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 1.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. France decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Bastoni could move up a gear here. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. He's got a sight of goal! He's not going to get any further than that. And it's Roberto Baggio. France different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. Really has has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's cause for mild irritation. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's had a hit! De Ligt. Portugal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. So
He's got the shot away! And here's Ronaldinho.
that's a modern defender's instinct from...
There's the header! They've got to be quick to recover this. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bebeto. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Palmer. This ended up in no man's land. And again they run up against stubborn defending. It is a corner. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Changement.
Bebeto goes short. There's the hit! He's put it wide.
Alexander-Arnold knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Dixon. Neymar. Mbappe.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That's Bebeto. And it's Van Basten. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Back into the middle. Decent hit! No, not this time.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
And he's gone looking for safety. Distributed tidily. And he's certainly onside here. Mignon is there to take. Caicedo. Neymar. Caicedo. And he's picked out the run. Irwin. He's in a good position here. Now the finish! And yes, it's there! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's Van Basten! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! About as smooth as it gets. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but...
Bebeto! He can get that clear. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's managed to get free.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Van Basten.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Ruben Neves. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. Ruben Neves. Now it's Bebeto. Nicely spread. Portugal claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now there's a fine ball. Danger averted for now. And a shot! Oh, that's another chance! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and...
Roberto Baggio! They've done it! And there is his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it back.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Stood up well to him there. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That has not gone well. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Spread out to the left. There's no flag. Showing great feet there. And that was asking just too much of him. So there's Massimo Ono, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. Roberto Baggio.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Nistelrooy! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France have the chance to go the other way. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now they can spring out of defence. Irwin. Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. So it is still 0-0. Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Danielson. Dixon. Neymar. Caicedo.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Caicedo. Good, strong midfield running here. No way through. And it's Neymar. He's in apron. He's got the shot away! Goal! France! And France are in front. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Van Nistelrooy, Neymar, and here's Mbappe. Ruben Dias makes the interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's That's been won straight back. Caicedo. No luck with that dink over the top. Dixon. Nicely aimed pass. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass. Irwin. Caicedo. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Neymar.
Temps additionnel.
Right back in.
1 minute.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Reflections on the first half?
France clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
France, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. France carrying a one-goal lead. And he was quick to react. Irwin. Well, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he welcomes it in. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's beautifully weighted. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now that's well seen too. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, that was close. Irwin. Upamecano getting this one clear. France are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And he's had it nicked away. Messi. Mbappe. No way through there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Corner number 2 then. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. Oh, well played. De Ligt attempts a clearance.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, super ball! De Nielsen. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And they're quick to get it back. Has a look and has a go. And that is wildly off target.
France just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 25.
I've got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
This ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view.
There's the hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Dixon. Neymar. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Van Nistelrooy! And that would have won it.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries his luck! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And here's Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined.
Oh, that's ambitious. France still ahead by the game's only goal. Cucurella promptly onto that, and that is that. Dixon. Just 5 minutes left. Rodri.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And it's Baggio. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Roberto Baggio. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, that looks a decent ball. Looking for the run. So that's it. It is all over. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly, result-wise, this is a game they won.
We can have it all.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Speculative strike. An early chance there, first of the game.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Julie, good purposeful running this.
Julie, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, that's ambitious. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Pops him off in and wins back the ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. So much to... It's one! Now that's another chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the game's first significant moments, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vinicius Junior, and he's on his way! Great position here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And he's running through. And here's... It's Basho! Decent enough try.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise...
And it's been given away. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Caicedo. Beckenbauer. Irwin. And Caicedo. Van Nistelrooy. And it's Baggio. And he's found a way past. That is a brilliant interception. And here's Mbappe. Steaming. He's had a hit! Julie. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Irwin. Caicedo. Kimmich gets a foot in here. That's good running with the ball. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And it's Baggio. Dixon. And Neymar. Irwin. Now it's Forlan. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that could set him on his way. Great hit! In for the pieces! And he's really put himself on the line here. France with the corner, they're first. Jules. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Forlan. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, just skips past his man. Shot a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Forlan looking to add to his goal. Caicedo.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, played right into his path. And he's got the beating of his man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Musiala was steaming forward.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Caicedo. And it's Neymar. And it's Baggio. And here's Baggio. Oh, that's a fine interception.
1 minute.
And here's Baggio. Van Nistelrooy. He's got the shot away! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Les propriétaires des voitures en stationnement sur la bretelle d'accès au stade sont priés de les déplacer immédiatement. Attention, changement.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Now it's Neymar. Nice bit of trickery. Lovely feet. Dixon. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Dixon. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. France come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's Baggio. Some really good ball movement. Oh, he's bustling through here! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there. The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Irwin, he's gone for the shots! Corner number 3 coming up. And he's there to clear it. France have the chance to go the other way. Cleared without complication. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. shot! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 2. Le
So,
numéro
time for
13.
changes on both sides, actually.
À leur place,
Things starting to look very comfortable.
numéro 19.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves.
Can he put it away? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Le
Okay.
nombre de spectateurs pour ce match.
France
70
still have the cards to affect this game. Might be. He's had a hit! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's looking to set free a runner. He's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Mbappe. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Modric. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Vinicius Junior. Decent progress down the left. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Kimmich looking to play it into the box. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Unspoiled kindly here. De Ligt gets good distance on it. Tonali, he's gone for goal! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision. France seem happy to bash it.
Foul right on the edge of the box, it could go either way here. France really could have done without this. The chance to pull further clear. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
France are having a ball here. France have it back and can go again. Kane, chance! They've got it!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Still trying to make a game of this. Gets his pass away. Spread neatly. Mbappe. Musiala.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
France needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Back into the middle. Well, that is good. Super running shot. There's the hit! Now it's Mbappe. Tonali. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mbappe. Modric. Vinicius Junior.
5 minutes.
5 minutes to add. Irwin. And Caicedo. Now it's Kane. And he's searching through. Tonali. That looks a good ball through. Irwin. Kane. And it's Neymar. And it's Kane. And there goes the final whistle. France have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was
난 필요 없어 navigate. Hey, 본능이 나를 activate. Don't make a wish now, just 지금 순간이만으로 switch on, 뭘 그리 놀라 넌. Wake up, 넌 먹고 있다가는 lost. Kick up, 주저앉고 저질러. Just pick it up now, just pick it up. Up, never go down. 오르막길을 즐기는 타입. 너무 feel the top, yes we know way 멈추지 않아. Escalator, so see you later on an escalator. Going up. Escalator, with mentality. Escalator. Going up. Freak that. 눈높이를 낮출 일은 없지 절대 sunset. 누구보다 태양을 원해. What was that? 발 밑에다 두고 온 두려움은 my update. The latest. Pass. Up, never go down. 내가 딱 어울리는 것처럼 멈추는 법을 몰라. 더 거칠게 날 등을 가감. 저 위에서 널 기다려 곧 만나겠지 아마도 조금 이따 보자고 끝없이 높이 going up.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. So it's away we go then. And that has left him in a heap.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game, and he's let fly! And they're quick to get it back. João Neves, played down the flank. Caicedo. Beckenbauer. And it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Baggio. Muslera catches it safely. Mbappe. Good pressure, determined, intense. And it's Baggio. Owen. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's lost his man here! Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look up. Good effort from distance. Can he spark a counter here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Caicedo. Mbappe. He's played him through. And he's done very well to... And the finish! France with the corner, they're first. England have the chance to go the other way. He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Owen just loves to go forward whenever he can. That has been slung wide. De Ligt. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
And it's Baggio. Oh, that's a... Mbappe! Goal! France! And France are in front! beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Le numéro 9.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Caicedo. João Neves. No way through there.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, that's a key interception. So what can they make of this? He's had it taken off him. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Oh, a very decent attempt. And he was quick to react. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Caicedo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Baggio. Caicedo. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And we've reached half-time. Yeah, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Some first half thoughts?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Elle s'affiche actuellement sur l'écran
France, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And we're off again.
À sa place, le
France
numéro 10.
definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution.
It's Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Defending was strong and firm. Picked up, has a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. It's one! Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Kane. Passes coming off in quick succession here. France do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Nice sequence of passes this. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's in on the real chance! It's there! 2 to the good! They have breathing space!
France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Has a look and plays it forward. To left, spots it and intercepts. England are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Passing is crisp and sharp. João Neves. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
England clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Mbappe. Owen. And Caicedo.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Played back in. And Dijk getting this one clear. Now, what about a counter-attack? He came in hard, very hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Caicedo. And here's Baggio. Oh, what a ball! Roberto Baggio! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Roberto Baggio. And that has left him in a heap. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's ended up in no man's land. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Neymar. Mbappe. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here. Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's well spotted. Caicedo. Gently done.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Out of play for a goal kick. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That's a good run down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. And that will be the final act. France have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games.
Don't stop, 'cause you got it. If you want it, go and get it. Use your power.
Gig is up and it's time to go. Time to change your life, time to take control. Who knows? Only you know what the future holds. Yeah, we from the same mold, but you own your soul. So this world is yours, no, this world is mine. Cause I stay up on my time. Let me remind you, time waits for no one. Clean up my home and then get my hair done. Feeling good, time to do and be greater. Tell your friends you'll hang later. Fresh out the incubator, been cooking.